Hey guys, it's me David and welcome back to Building Scarif Week 19. We are 1 week from the finale. I am so hype, and as you can tell behind me, we're going to make some awesome progress in this segment. We're going to finish the AT-ACTs. I think that's the biggest highlight of this video. But seriously, 1 week from the finale, what? Wow, it's crazy because, you know, it's been just about 6 months that I've been working on this project. It's finally coming to the end point. It's kind of a little sad, but I already have plans for what the next mock after this will be. But back to Scarif, we're gonna do some cool things in this segment. We're gonna do some beach work. We're gonna work on the AT-ATs to make them AT-ACTs. That took so much more time than I thought it would have. I thought it would have been like, okay, well, I'll just put some things on it and call it a day. Trust me, I worked hours on like trying to figure out how to make these panels work. On top of that, I ran out of some orange pieces that were kind of essential. I ordered too much of certain other parts that I really didn't need. That actually does happen. I know a lot of you will ask me in the comments or even email me or Twitter or whatever, how you try to message me. I do read a lot of that stuff, guys. And a lot of you will ask, you know, how do you know what to buy? The answer when I'm like buying Lego parts for these mocks, the answer to that simply is I just guess. Now I've been doing this for pretty much 10 years professionally, quote unquote professionally, for the last about 10 years. And from those 10 years of experience of working with Lego and building so many Lego sets, I just know the parts at this point. I know what will work and what won't work, what colors will work, what's kind of necessary, but I don't know everything. I'm not perfect. There's literally like thousands of different Lego pieces and even more colors of each of them, and I don't know what parts with what color because there's certain parts. I mean, you know, like regular plates, tiles, and bricks, those will come in pretty much all the colors. But when you get down to the certain like wedge pieces, circular pieces, tree branches, you don't know what kind of colors those come in. So you have to do lots of research of the parts. And if you're like me, I just kind of guess like, okay, so because like that piece comes in that color, I can make it work with that other piece in that color. It's kind of just guesswork. That's what I do. Building Scarif, this entire segment, I've literally just kind of guessed it out, literally. That's just based on my personal knowledge of my Lego history of just working and building Lego sets over the years. There's no real way of really going about this unless you have every piece in a collection. And granted, I do have a lot of pieces on hand because of the previous mock, Kashyyyk. I had a lot of parts that left over from that mock, and I've been able to store and organize a lot of that stuff. And you know, I have a collection of Legos, but I don't have everything I need to make a mock at any given point. I will constantly have been needing to order Bricklink stuff because I need that certain part, or I'm working on this, such and such. Anyhow, so I just wanted to quickly talk about that. Without ado, let's get into this segment right now, guys. Okay, guys, so starting off this week's video, we are going to get these AT-ATs looking like AT-ACTs. So I know in a previous segment a couple weeks ago, we did the kind of unofficial test prototype on this particular AT-AT, which is kind of an AT-ACT now. I changed the guns and I added the orange part that you see right here. But I'm going to improve this design, perfect it, and then I'm going to put it on this side, obviously, and then put it on both sides of that AT-AT over there. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish off this water right here, get all this filled in as well. So that's the next thing I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like, guys. Let's go. Okay, guys, so I have spent a lot of time perfecting the AT-ACT design, and I finally completed something I'm very happy with. So here it is. That is what I am 100% happy with. Ignore the head hasn't been changed yet, but this part is done. I think it looks great. I have done so much research trying to get this little white little logo thing correct. Sorry. But yeah, I was just opening the iPad so I can show you guys. Because the book, you can't really see it as well. On the iPad, you can actually see a little better. But this little symbol thing, I wanted to perfect. And I think I've got something that I'm happy with. It's not 100%. Obviously, it would make more sense to use an actual Lego curve piece. I don't know if it exists in white. I'm not sure. That would probably be more ideal to use. But using the tiles the way I have, I think it looks just fine to this. You can also see, and you can see it in the book over here too, there is some extra little white. There's no really, I mean, there's a way to do it, the way to flip the tiles up, but with, you know, time constraints trying to get this done by next week, I'm happy with this. I hope you guys are too. Also, you'll notice is that this bottom part is fully orange. It's not just like, you know, slapped on some tiles or whatever. I fully worked out the design, and I think that looks very accurate to this as well. Especially this is the important part, is this first curve piece. I think I got that just about right. So I'm very happy with that. All the sides have that bottom part already installed on all of the AT-ACTs, so it's right here, and of course it's on this side over here. So I worked on that. That actually took quite a bit of time, and then you'll see right here, this is what I used as the first experiment, and then this was the final, because you'll notice it's a little shifted over a little bit. So this is the perfected one. I'm happy with this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this on all sides of the AT-ACTs. And that's actually going to be a bit more challenge because I actually ran out of 2x6 plates and 1x6 plates. That doesn't sound that important, but they're so essential on the side of the AT-ACT on this part. They're very essential right here. So I'm just going to have to figure out how to make it work without it, or salvage some pieces. I'm finding some of these 2x3s, and I might have to salvage some pieces off, you know, Sebulba's pod racer down there. Sorry, Sebulba. I mean, he did crash in episode 1, so I mean, it's not that inaccurate. But yeah, so I'm gonna do what I need to do to get this on all sides of the AT-ACT tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then the other thing I'm going to do is if we walk over here, you'll see that there is a nice pick-a-brick cup full of more water. So because of that, I'm going to finish the water. I'm going to put all this down. I really hope that this fills up this. I think it should. I only have a couple more, like maybe 100 more of these studs lingering around my Lego room. So I really hope that this cup fills this remaining area. It should, but I don't know. So I'm going to find that out. So I'm going to put that design on all the sides, finish up the AT-ACTs, and then I'm going to put the water down and show you guys that in just a second with that movie magic. So let's go see what that looks like now. Well, guys, looks like I did not get my math right. I did not order enough studs. I did the math. All I need is 270 more blue studs to completely fill in this little patch that's left. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is make an emergency bricklink order. I'm going to put it in literally once I stop recording this. Get that in. It should... as long as it's obviously within the U.S., it should be here by next Friday. No matter, it should be here before next Friday. So I will get this solved. Worst comes to worst, I could obviously make a little kind of side island. I don't really want to resort to that. I don't have enough blue studs on hand, extra blue studs to fill this in. So I have to order the 270 studs. Right now, they should be here. No doubt by at least by next Friday. So that's that. That kind of sucks. Did not expect that that would happen. It's mostly filled in, just about. So I mean, it looks good, just like it does on the other side, except, you know, all this Lego kind of just lingering around. All right, but anyhow, all the AT-ATs are now AT-ACTs. They have all been converted, and now we have completely two fully complete now AT-ACTs. Very, very cool. So again, there's the panel. There's like the other side of the panel, and then if we flip on over to this side, woohoo, there it is again. So there it is, guys. The AT-ACT is now done. Both of them are fully complete, so that's very exciting. I wish I could say the same about the water. This is very embarrassing of me. But yeah. All right, so one of the kind of two last things we're going to do, more sand work and build some trees, maybe a little bit more shrubbery. But if I don't get the shrubbery completely done in this segment, I'll definitely obviously get it done in next week's finale segment. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and build some trees real quick. Okay guys, so I've put a bunch of trees together, 13 to be exact. Don't worry, I'm going to have more trees than this on the final mock next week. I only got one of two shipments for the tree stems. I still have enough parts to make more tops of the trees, but I don't have all the stem pieces that I ordered. So I think I ordered another like 70 of these pieces, so that should make at least another like probably about 6 or 7 more trees. So that'll add to this. So without ado, I'm going to put all these trees in there. But before that, I'm actually going to add some more ground cover in here. The ground cover, and then I'm actually going to do a little bit of sand work for this segment and then call it after that. So anyhow, for the groundwork, remember these things that I was making. I'm going to be making a few more of these, kind of spread it out again, just like I said in the last segment, figure out where I want it to be, and then we'll go from that. So without ado, guys, let me go ahead and see what this looks like. Alright guys, so I've added the 13 trees, and as you can see, it has expanded quite a bit. Still not 100%, don't worry guys, again, I'll add probably another about 7 trees, and they'll probably go on this back rim over there, maybe one right here, and I think that'll be it in terms of the trees. I did order another thing of trees, and I can always add in them later, because even though the finale is obviously the finale, the official mock video will probably come a couple weeks or even a month or two after it, and I can always add some things between the finale and the actual official mock video. Of course, I want to get as much as I can done for the finale, and I will, but you know, just little touches I can add in later if necessary, but I obviously am trying my very best to make sure that this is as complete as it can be for the finale. That is my utmost priority. I also added a 5th tree right here. It's that one right there. And yeah. Oh, and going back in front, well, first off, when I'm back here, you'll see I've added some shrubbery. Not 100%. I'm going to add more actually. I've kind of started a little bit over here. I'm going to add more. This is not it. The finale will be a very long segment, just like the Kashyyyk finale. So it's going to be at least 30 minutes plus. And we're going to get all the final touches. So the final greenery, the final beach work. Obviously the battle will happen, the footprints, and even the water. That's of course we'll fill in that. But the other thing is the waves, and I have decided that I'm going to use this wave and these waves. I'm going to tear up this and tear up that, and then put this and this along the shore on this side as well as that side over there. That'll be the last thing to really kind of touch on. I also did a little bit of sand work right here. I want your guys' thoughts. Do you like this? Do you like the sand work? I think I like it. I think I'm just going to kind of continue that down. Maybe bring it up a little bit, but since I have the kind of curves, I don't really want that to take away from that. So that's why I kind of am drifting it off kind of into it. like so. But yeah, so very good segment, guys. We got a bunch more trees, got some more greenery on, or plants on the ground. We finished the AT-ACTs. We got most of the water over there in, but definitely a solid segment, considering that the finale is next week. Now, last thing, you'll notice I have a lot of orange pieces left. So because of that, I will, during the finale, I will try to attempt to make some type of transport. It won't be perfect, but I will try to look at the images that I have and try to make a transport right here. If I don't like it, I will not include it. But I will definitely attempt to try to make something, and you guys will see that in the finale. But seriously though, I'm really happy with how the AT-ACTs came out. I really like how the symbol came out looking. That's definitely my favorite part of the AT-ACTs, at least the Lego version that I've kind of made. But yeah, I mean, also that's okay. So not only do I want you guys to comment on the beach work, whether you like that or not, but where the AT-ACTs are right now, do you like the placement of them? That's what I want to know down in the comments, guys. Right now, down in the comments. Do you like where I've placed the AT-ACTs? Because I'm pretty firm where they are at. I don't really want one here because this is where I want like all the troops to kind of be running. I want the rebels running this way, kind of with some side action battle against the death troopers, and then I also want a bunch of stormtroopers running out of the bunker, bunch of rebels coming that direction. So I want rebels coming from there, and over here, and then the Imperial troops are kind of coming up from the water. That'll be the death troopers, and from here, plus you'll have the AT-ACTs kind of crushing and just kicking ass. It'll be really awesome. Well, what do you guys think about where the AT-ACTs are? I think it's a pretty good position. There's not really another place I would really want it. I could have it coming in through the water right here, but I think where they're at right now is a good position. I like how close it is to the bunker. Gives the bunker some scale against the AT-ACT. I also like the other one over here because it makes sense with the crashed U-wing that it probably crashed it by blowing it up or whatever. So it makes sense that it's kind of near it, I suppose. And again, the only other places, that could be maybe over there, and I'll try it, but I like where they're at right now. I seriously do. And I'll give you the kind of overview. There it is. I think they look good where they're at right now. But I do want to hear your guys' opinion, because that is the ultimate opinion that I will go by. So if you guys like where they're at, let me know, yes or no. Do you like my current positioning? If not, let me know where you think it should go. Should it come in through the corner of the beach, through the water? Should it be over there? Should it be plowing down trees right through the middle? Let me know, guys, down in the comments. That will finish off this week's segment. Again, next week's the finale, so that's the more, I would say, is even more exciting than this week, of course. So without ado, guys, let's head off to the end of the video. All right, guys. Whew. Next week's the finale. I don't know how many more times I'm going to say in this video, but woo, this is exciting. Wow. 6 months in the making. Scarif. It's exciting. It's exciting. Yeah. All right. Anyhow, like I said to you guys, to be honest, I wish I had done more in this video. I thought I was going to get the beach work completely done and the ground scenery stuff, the plannery, and even maybe get the water done. But after the fact that I have that hole left in the back over there with the water, and how much time these panels and some other things took up was a big surprise. So that's my fault for lack of planning. Literally, I spent 7 hours working on these things. 7 hours. That's pretty sad, honestly. Anyhow, I mean, that's what happens when you're working with Lego, and you're really, especially when you want it to be exactly what you imagine it to be, you will spend that time perfecting it until it is right. And I know a lot of you look at this and think, what? How can you spend 7 hours on that? I could get it done in 30 minutes or something like that. Well, like I said, I ran out of certain pieces, so I had to work with what I had, and that is when it gets tricky. Is when you're basically when you're set. I mean, it's nice to have unlimited Legos sometimes, but nobody, unless you're of course Lego, you don't have access to that. So you're given a set amount of pieces, and you have to work with that, and that's the challenge sometimes that comes with Lego building. So that's just what you got to deal with, I guess. Alright, so because I didn't get everything I wanted to done in this video, we will obviously get all of that done next week in the finale. I will get that water filled up by next week, I promise. We'll get the waves done on the water. That'll be easy. We'll get the sand work done. There's really not too much left. I mean, it's kind of up here, maybe a little bit more in the back, but nothing too major. Do some more planery, add the rest of the trees, add the footprints of the AT-ACT, and then add the troops, which will be the best part. And that will be pretty much it. Scarif will be complete after that. So if you're watching this video a week after this came out, the finale is already here, so go watch that. But that's gonna be it, guys. I don't want to talk yet about the next mock after this, the next series that will be in the finale. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know some of you out there don't like it when I talk too long, but usually my almost lectures, or just I usually rant or will go on a certain topic. They're usually something important that I want you guys to know about. So I wouldn't be talking for a long time if I didn't want you guys to know what I'm talking about. I would obviously keep that to myself. All right, well, on that note, guys, I'll see you guys next week. So I hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.